أهلا بكم. This channel is dedicated to teach Arabic language. So we will be learning together some important words, expressions, and idioms that someone might be using in his or her daily life. But before uh, studying and learning, why Arabic? Why is this language? Why should I learn Arabic? There are many reasons why someone may be interested in learning Arabic, but it depends on why do you want to do that. So for some people, it's one of the biggest languages around the world. I mean, the people speaking this language, we have more than 450 million people speak Arabic as their first language, as their mother tongue. We have 22 Arab countries, 22 Arab countries which Arabic is the official and the language number one in these countries. If you are a Muslim, learning Arabic will help you to better understand the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet. I always say that the language of Islam is Arabic because Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad in Arabic, and the Prophet Muhammad himself, he was an Arab. But the language of the Muslims are different, and everyone speaks his or her own language, but the language of Islam is Arabic. So learning Arabic will draw you closer to the meanings, and you will be able to get closer to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to say from this ayah, what Prophet Muhammad wanted to teach us in this hadith. So there are many reasons why someone may be interested in learning Arabic. Is it hard? Because there is this stereotype that people saying, well, Arabic is a very hard language to study and to learn. It depends. The answer for that is that it depends on why are you learning Arabic. If you have an answer to this question, I can tell you if it is hard or it is not hard. If you're learning it just to be able to practice in your daily life, if you're learning it so that you'll be able to understand somehow or up to a certain level what is the Quran saying, what is Prophet Muhammad saying, I would say it isn't hard. It is not hard to reach this level. But if you're learning it to be professional in that, if you're learning it to be a translator, if you're learning it to be to teach Arabic as a second language, if you're learning it to write in Arabic, yes, it is going to be challenging to reach this point. Why? Because in the first category, if you're learning it just for you to be able to talk and communicate and understand, you will be seeking two skills, which is listening and speaking. So you need to listen, you need to speak, and somehow read, which is very easy. Reading and writing in Arabic is very easy. One of the easiest languages for you to be able to read and to write. Why? Because every letter that you see, you will read, and every letter that you hear, you will write. So the possibility for you making mistakes and errors when you're reading or when you are writing are extremely low if you study and you know and you understand the Arabic alphabet. Very easy. So it is easy if you learning Arabic so that you can talk to people, so that you can understand what others are saying, so you somehow will be able to understand and figure out what is the meaning of this ayah. When you read an ayah from the Quran, when you read a verse from the Quran, and you will be able to get 15%, 20%, 30%. It depends on how far you went with your learning and understanding. But you will be able to get what is the general meaning of this ayah, which is very good for someone who is not an Arabic native speaker. But if you want to go to the other way, which is that you want to be good at it, I'm not going to say master, because nobody masters it except a prophet, that nobody knows everything about the Arabic language except a prophet. There is a hadith from the prophet about that. So that is a lot, and that is a very long and hard way to. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is doable with effort, being consistent in what you're doing, but you have to be just prepared. I'm not going to deceive you and say, oh, it's easy, it's a piece of cake. No, it is hard, and you need to be prepared for that. But both of them, at the end of the day, they worth the effort and the time and the effort and even the money that you will be putting into that. And anything, there is nothing that is easy if you do not give it time and effort. And there is nothing that is impossible or even hard. If you give it enough time and enough effort, you will be able to improve and do better in this. So is Arabic easy or hard to learn? Yes and no. There is no one solid answer for this or that. It depends on why are you learning Arabic, and you need to be very clear and very honest with yourself why you are doing this, why are you trying to learn Arabic. So the skills for any language that you're trying to learn is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These are, if you're just learning for day to day, that you can just, it's enough for you to just listen and practice. You listen to something and then you repeat it, and then you go outside and you say it to the people. And it is very important. This is one of the most effective methods that worked for me when I was learning English, is that you act and you pretend that you are by yourself, that you pretend, you act as if you are in a conversation with someone, and then you say what you feel, and then you expect what he's gonna say or what she's gonna say, and then you respond to that. This is if you have no one to practice with. One thing that is very important about anyone who's learning another language, that most of the people are afraid, embarrassed to speak in front of others, especially the native speakers, and it is hard to do that, and it requires a lot of courage and self-confidence, so that you can speak in front of others. But to be honest, most of people, when you think they're picking on you, they are laughing on what you're saying. This is because they find it very interesting and really, cute how you're pronouncing these words. But nobody's laughing at you. Anytime you speak someone's language, you need to know that you have draw yourself closer to them. When this person knows that you can communicate with him or with her in his or her own language, they right away, they highly esteem you, they respect you, and they feel closer and easier to communicate with you. This is a fact. And everyone makes mistakes. And let me tell you, if you are learning about other language, you probably knowing about this language more than the native speakers are. if you are learning and if you are studying the grammar and the way this is to be put in a sentence, what is that? Most likely, yes, they pronounce it better than you. Yes, on the street language they are better than you, but when it comes for the standard and for the classical, you will be doing better. If you study enough, you will be doing better than them. You will be able to find mistakes in the way they speak. But do not feel embarrassed. Do not feel shy of saying something. That people will correct you, people will encourage you, and will appreciate that the effort that you are putting in learning their language. So we will be here basically talking about standard Arabic, al-Fusha, the classical Arabic. And this is away from the dialects. There are so many dialects. I just said that there are 22 Arabic speaking countries. Not every country has its own dialect, but every country has many dialects. What is important about the Fusha or the standard Arabic or the classical Arabic is that everyone understands it. You go anywhere in the 22 countries, you go anywhere, it doesn't matter about the dialect, people will understand what you are saying. This is the language of the books, this is the language of the Quran, this is the language of the official speakers. So it is very important. It shows how you are educated and how you know what you're doing, and this is the eloquency that everyone is seeking. So we will be dealing with the Fusha or the classical Arabic, staying away from the slang or from the dialect. Maybe on a very small scale I will refer or because there are some words that are very famous, and there are words that are, even it's slang or a dialect, still there are common words that just people pronounce it in a different way. So in a very minor and small cases, I will be referring to some of these words, but basically we are dealing with the Fusha or the classical Arabic. There will be words, there will be sentences, and there will be some expressions that will help you. The first step that you want to take is to have enough words. You have to have a good storage of words that you memorize by heart. Once you do that, it will be very easy for you to be able to convey the meaning that you want to say. So words, you have to know enough words. How much is enough? It will never be enough. Everyone, as much as you can. As much as you can. If you know 1,000 words, that is better than someone who knows 999 words. If you know 10,000 words, which is a very, I don't know if there is anyone knows 10,000 words, but it is very important. The Arabic language is bigger than an ocean of words and expressions. But whatever we speak nowadays is very small percentage of this. So the more you know of words, the easier it will be for you to put these words together and be able to compose a sentence. This was a video to explain our mission in this channel and what we will be doing here together. Learning Arabic, and as I called the channel, Learning Arabic with Spoon, or Arabic with a Spoon. This means a little bit with the time, with a very tiny spoon, that every day you will be learning something, and with the time it will add up and you will be definitely better in Arabic language just by following our channel. Communicate and leave your comment do your like, practice your words and your sentences, and you will definitely get better. Thank you. I see you in another video. Assalamu alaikum.